Welcome. Today, I'm going to be talking about Clary Sage essential oil and the ways that it can support you through your midlife transition. So, we're going to talk about hormonal balance, mood regulation, hot flashes, and how to use it in a way that's really powerful. So, I'm going to be combining the science, what we know about the oil, with the Chinese medicine perspective, and how you can put it to use right now at home and really help with the symptoms that you're feeling. So, welcome. If you don't know me, my name is Angela Warburton. I am a midlife menopause expert with a background and I'm a practitioner of Eastern medicine, so I've been working for 25 years in the clinic with women, and I really combine the science and the soul of midlife to help you understand your body, help you understand what the symptoms mean, and giving you the tools, time-tested tools, science-backed tools to help put the power back in your back pocket. So things that you can be using every day at home, from essential oils to foods to just understanding what this whole transition is about. So if you're interested in more the soulful side of menopause, I actually have a free training coming up next week, which is March 12th. And I'm going to be diving into the Eastern medicine perspective of this transition, which we call the second spring. And it really complements all the things that we know and are doing around the body, but it's really bringing the whole woman into it. So if you're interested in that, the link is in the show notes. But today we're going to talk about Clary Sage. So Clary Sage is a beautiful oil. It's got a very green, sweet, and woody aroma. It With the woody aromas, it tends to circulate energy, and the sweetness can help to sort of smooth things out. So it has this very circulating and stabilizing energy to it. It's very neutral and what we call cooling, slightly cooling. So it works on the body in several different ways. So first, let's talk about hormonal balance and hot flashes. So if you're someone who struggles with hot flashes or hormonal dysregulation in some way, Clary Sage has a very mild phytoestrogenic property. So that means it can help to support hormonal balance just by giving a little bit of an extra boost or nudge to that estrogen in the system. So basically, estrogen acts like a lock and key. And when you have something that's phytoestrogenic, it's going to attach to that receptor and give a slightly estrogen boosting property to it. In Chinese medicine, we say it helps to move what we call the liver qi. So, liver is the system that's associated with getting stuff done. It's really where we have a vision, when we have goals and plans. It also circulates energy, has a huge responsibility for detoxifying in the body, for healthy hormone balance. So actually making hormones available to the body, but helping to get rid of bad estrogen or hormones that we don't need, and just toxins in the body in general. So when this system is off of balance, we're going to see things like mood swings, irritability. Sometimes you can get really bad PMS if you're still cycling. A lot of menopausal related symptoms can be associated with this. So hot flashes when you're feeling agitated or irritated, waking up or having trouble settling at night, waking up between 1 and 3 in the morning. This can be a sign high cortisol, but we say in Chinese medicine, the liver system is out of balance. And so when we move that liver chi, when we help to make sure things are flowing smoothly and that liver is detoxing and circulating energy as the way it should, we're going to feel better, fewer night sweats, fewer hot flashes. And we have a lot of science that shows that Clary Sage can help reduce the frequency and intensity of hot flashes. So helps to ease some of that physical discomfort and ease the hormonal transition that we're working through as we go through perimenopause and menopause. So that's one way. The other way that Clary Sage is really helpful is cortisol management. So this is really helpful for stress management. We know that stress has a direct impact on gut health, on hormonal health, on just feeling good in the world. When we're stressed, we're not operating out of our best self in our best way, basically. And over time, it just wears us down. So Clary Sage has a very calming, grounding effect that helps to reduce stress. As I mentioned before, it helps to clear out that liver system, which is one of the primary systems that gets affected by stress. And so managing cortisol levels, the stress hormone, is really important, because when those are disrupted, we're going to see sleep problems. We're going to see increase in weight, particularly belly fat, and often increase in anxiety. So in Clary Sage, we say nourishes not only the liver system and helps to move it, but nourishes the yin energy. So if we think of balancing everything, and Eastern medicine is about balance, we have a yin and a yang energy, and we always want to have a balance between the two. Both are essential, both are reliant on the other. So yang is more that doing energy, the get stuff done, the movement, the heating energy that we do really well, or maybe not so well. We have a bit of a distortion. People like to be in action, getting stuff checked off their list, and kind of got that doing busy energy. Yin, on the other side, is more of that passive, receptive, calming, cooling energy. It's associated with the female hormones, estrogen, progesterone. And so if that's depleted, we can see signs of imbalance. We might be low in estrogen. We might see things like hot flashes, waking up in the middle of the night, times that's supposed to be more of that yin time. So we have an overactive stress response. So by nourishing this yin energy, it helps to reduce stress related symptoms like anxiety, irritability, fatigue. It calms the liver, like I said, and it brings that more yang energy down. So if we have an imbalance, we're going to get a lot of symptoms that are up in the head. I'm not getting too much into Chinese medicine theory, but here it's just a preview a little bit. But tension, headaches, particularly around the back, the occipital area, wrap around the side of your head, insomnia, agitation. This is a sign that that yin is imbalanced. Because of the liver system as well, Clary Sage also helps with muscle spasms and tremors. So if you're feeling agitated, you're feeling a lot of that upward moving energy, agitation, anxiety, waking up in the night, or you're noticing things like muscle spasms, a lot of tightness in your muscles, or tremors. So sometimes people will get tremors. That Clary Sage can be really helpful for that. Really helpful if you combine it with marjoram essential oil. I've done some other talks on marjoram, so if you're interested in knowing more about that, it's a beautiful oil. Also helps with this liver energy moving, and yeah, just helping to balance things out. And then the last thing I'll talk about with Clary Sage is its emotional and mood regulating component. So I've sort of touched on that, but because it's very soothing and it helps promote relaxation in the body, it helps to really support women through the transition. A lot of times in midlife and menopause, have you noticed, emotions get bigger. So it might be anxiety, it might be irritation and anger, it might be grief. That's a very common one as well. So if you're noticing that you're getting mood swings or you're not able to regulate as much, Clary Sage is a great, great ally to have in your back pocket. We say, so we've talked about the liver, I've talked about the yin and yang. It also helps with the heart system. So we say it nourishes the heart blood. The heart system in Chinese medicine has a lot to do with our mental activity. If you're someone who's got a lot of anxiety or restlessness, or just even depression, that can come from the system being off of balance. So using Clary Sage on a regular basis can be really helpful to calm and balance and stabilize your emotion. So great for you if you're experiencing hormonal imbalance, hot flashes, mood swings, sleep disturbances, emotional dysregulation, stress, anxiety, and you just want to feel a little more stable, more stabilized in your hormones. This is going to be really helpful. So the ways that you can use it. So you can, of course, always smell it. So if you have the oil, you can put a few drops in your hand, and then you rub your hands together and do something called a cupped hand inhalation. Beautiful way to use it. You can diffuse it. That's really helpful. And the way that I love to use it and the way that I use it most in the clinic is applying an oil directly on an acupuncture point. So acupuncture points are throughout the body. Each point has a specific use. Each point is on a meridian or a channel that's associated with an organ system. I'm not doing a Chinese medicine sort of 101, but just there's a lot of power in these acupuncture points to help bring balance back to the body and help support whatever the imbalance is. So when we take the energy of an essential oil and put it on an acupuncture point, it can be really powerful. It's like a little portal into the body, and it's almost like you're giving yourself a home treatment with it. Technique is so simple and so gentle. This is something essential oils on acupoints is something I do every day. I start my day with it. And anytime I'm feeling dysregulated or transitioning between, like in a busy day between meetings, or feel like I just want to relax or bring up my energy, it's a great ally to use. So the technique, I'll walk you through it and then I'll tell you the points that you can put it on. Most important thing with the oils is they've got to be high quality. You don't want anything synthetic. So high quality oils from a reputable source. I'll put a couple of my favorites in the chat notes. They're ones that I use, but there are lots of great essential oil companies out there. So if you have a favorite one, great, just make sure it's high quality. And then you're going to dilute it. You don't need a full strength oil to do this. So you can dilute it with a little bit of fractionated coconut oil, jojoba oil, sweet almond oil, anything that ideally doesn't have a smell. In a pinch, you could use like an olive oil or something like that. But I usually put them in and dilute them in these little bottles. You can get one of the companies, Monara, that I use has already pre-diluted ones, or you can just put a drop of a carrier oil and a drop of the essential oil in your hand and give it a little mix there. So that's an easy way to do it. So the point is the technique is very simple. You're going to put a drop of the diluted oil on your finger, and then you're going to place it on the acupuncture point. You're going to hold it. There's no pressure. You're not seeing any indent. You're just literally, it's the most gentle thing in the world. And you're just going to lay the oil over the point and hold it for about 1 to 3 minutes until you feel a shift. I have seen massive shifts in seconds happen in the clinic. People will burst into tears or burst into laughter. I can see their whole body just start to relax. So it's some beautiful smelling essential oils are delightful and they're powerful. So the 2 points I'm going to tell you about are both related to the liver system. The first one, liver and gallbladder, they're paired. So the first one I'm going to tell you about is a point on the top of your shoulder. This is usually where people carry tension. It's a gallbladder point. It's called gallbladder 21. It's just on the top, right between the head of your clavicle, collarbone, and the tip of your spine. It's right at that high point, and you're just going to, it's the same on both sides, and you can just lay the oil on that point and just sit for a couple minutes and hold it there. Really great if you get a lot of tension, if you've got a lot of those tension headaches we talked about up through this occipital area and around your head. This is a really helpful one to do. If you're someone who gets a lot of upward moving energy and you feel like there's a lot of energy stuck in your torso, maybe you've got heart palpitations and you just feel like everything's constricted, like there's a little bit of a locked box, we want to bring the energy down in the body. And so the other point I'm going to tell you about is on the liver channel, and it's called Liver 3. I'll actually just show you a picture of it. This is on the foot. It's between the first and the second toe on the web of the foot. And it is really great for moving that liver energy. It's helpful if you get agitated a lot. So right in between this big toe and the second toe, just on the web. And if you run your finger up, you'll feel probably a little tender spot. Sometimes it can feel like there's a little divot there. It's a great point to massage too. At this point, you just have to lay the oil on it, but it's a great one to massage. And that helps circulate the energy in the body, helps to decrease stress. And because it's on the feet, it can help circulate, but bring that energy down in the body, which is really important when action's all happening in the head. So those 2 points, gallbladder 21, liver 3 on the foot, really, really helpful and really beautiful to combine with Clary Sage. So there you go. I hope that was helpful. Clary Sage, really, really great ally to have. Great if you're experiencing dysregulation, stress, hot flashes, anxiety. It's got a lot in its back pocket, Clary Sage. So I hope that was helpful, bringing a little bit of the Chinese medicine. I know it's a lot if you're not familiar with it. I have some other videos if you're interested in learning more. That's certainly the work I do with people, helping them understand what their body's saying from this Eastern medicine lens and giving you the tools to help bring the balance back. So if you like this, hit like. If you want more like this, hit subscribe. If you know anyone that you think would be interested or benefit from this, please send it along, because I'm here to help as many women as I can thrive and feel great during midlife and menopause, and really get the tools back in your pocket so you know what to do. Okay, thank you for being here. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you next time. Bye for now.